unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. First down here for the offense. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Ewers. He's going to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The kickoff unit about to go to work. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Looking to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of... Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Ewers. Makes the pass. Oh, it's loose. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Wide out in motion. He leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. To throw, it's Milroe. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Milroe. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Run in the red zone, it's Young.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And when those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I think you run that play on 2nd down, knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Using his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Back to throw, it's Ewers. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Blue. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Dialing up a second down pass play. Release to the back. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown time! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half. So
unloads it downfield. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. To the air, it's Ewers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Texas. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They move the tight end all over. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Still running at the 40.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. On the move at the 30. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense with the scoop and score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
15 more.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. to 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give out of the gun. The Wolverines get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the gun, the ground game.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I love the aggressive nature in the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. They'll run this play from the pistol. That was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Looking left. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in. This quarterback part of their running game.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Now, this is why I love having a quarterback that can make plays. I mean, he's so dynamic that I give him the ball in design runs like this, and you got to guard the whole field now. You got to guard everybody because he can still throw it, and he walks into the end zone and gets the big touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man, it's Bennett. At the 35, he's loose. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the right. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, South Carolina 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. The lone back's got it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Back to pass, it's Sellers. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The give to the back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition. And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Orji. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Edwards. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
This offense has become a first down machine. That is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it, using the quick game, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket. He fires it out to the right. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Michigan! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he made the extra point without problem. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
South Carolina offense will take over.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. He makes a catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try the outside to the left. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Trying play action. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio.